So there you were, sitting at home, somewhat content with your life. Sure, your cat hates you, but you have a decent camera. It's sitting on your dresser, not being used to its full potential. And then you saw a commercial for something new, something fancy and new. And you decided, let's upgrade. Sure, I just bought a camera last week, but I need something new.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Don't be like me, my friend. Do not make the mistakes I have made. I had an XT4, fantastic. I made the mistake of jumping to the very next generation in this piece of hunking trash, the Fuji XH2S. Some might say that the XT5 would be the real upgrade. This is the upgrade to the XH1. The XH1 was not an upgrade to anything ever. It was debunked immediately the next week when they released the XT3. But here's the reason why you should wait to upgrade maybe 3, maybe 4 generations. Here's the deal. If you just upgrade the very next release, say A7III to A7IV, you're gonna notice some minor improvements in usability, but it's not gonna be like leaps and bounds. I got a comment the other day saying, I'm thinking of upgrading the Canon 60D to an R6. And I was like, yeah, that would be a noticeable upgrade for you. 60D, I don't think they even had dual pixel autofocus yet. It was like, okay, no, like not only are you going APS-C to full frame, you're getting much better autofocus, 4K 60p, because you're a video shooter, I know that. I know that, that's in your heart. I can feel it. By the way, the stabilization better be amazing today. We're on the latest firmware update, and although there was no show notes suggesting that they've improved the IBIS, there's always secret hidden improvements, and that better be happening now. So if you're that loser with the 60D, okay, yeah, why not? That's an upgrade. What if you had a A7 II and you went to the A7 IV? I think that would be a decent upgrade. You're getting 1080p, 60p, I think, in the A7 II. Autofocus, was that even phase detect? Maybe not. Probably not. Maybe, but not good. There's so many things. They had IBIS, but not active stab, and all the new features that the Sony A7III users don't get, and the A1 users shut in the gutter. You shut us in the gutter. Sony just announced a new firmware for the A7 IV, just further improving it, spreading its wings further from us A7S3 scrubs who spent more money. Not me personally, I got the deal of a century, thanks to Flat Earth Santa and Camera Canada. I'm overprivileged. I don't deserve anything I have. I get it. For me, I got the Fuji XH2S because I thought, I was curious myself about this animal eye detect. I just got into wildlife. I'm like, okay, why not? And then you sell the XT4. This would have maybe cost me $1,600-ish or something. It's like, that's a pretty fun little upgrade. F-Log 2, what's that all about? Is it really a cinema cam? I think it kind of is. It kind of is. So it's like, okay, that was fun. I'm still debating it. I'm trying to sell this. Nobody wants it. It's been on the market for like 3 weeks, I think. Not one suggest. I only get messages from you hobos saying, hey buddy, I recognize you from your videos. Hey, you're drunk. Stay at home, you piece of shit. Stop harassing me at work. I'm just trying. I see a message. Oh, someone's interested in that. Oh no, it's just a fan. Bunch of fanboys. Unbelievable. So, like, nobody wants. I'm shocked. I might end up keeping this and sell the XT4, which no one will also want, even worse. That's the truth. So, I think you should wait, no matter what you have. Like, I'm thinking, what would be an awesome upgrade for, say you had Sony X3000. That was a good choice, my friend. Just pat yourself on the back. You did well. Is a GoPro 10 really gonna get you better videos? Like, no, it's not. The only thing I like is that you can put filters on it in a cage and then a lav mic. Technically, Sony can do the lav mic, no filters, but say you don't, you have a pocketable thing. I can't put that GoPro in my pocket, nor could I put the DJI in a pocket. That thing has to clip here. I don't like that. What if I have to take my bag on? Do you have any idea how annoying it is having a lav mic tethered, and then you take the bag off and you're like, what side is the cord? Oh, I ripped it. It's a pain in the ass that I live every day. How are the green skin tones today? People are like, why is your face green? Could it be all the leaves and the reflecting light, you genius? Oh, why do you live in your mother's basement? We know why. Because you don't know how the world works, and you never will. I'm in autofocus, by the way, so if I ever turn my head and it loses me, I'll be annoyed. This was a trail, and they blocked it off with logs. I could just walk on the side. You didn't defeat me, although today you did. I'm going this way, not because I'm told to, because I choose to. But I tell you, we're being lied to. We're being sold a bunch of upgrades that aren't really there. I'm not seeing a huge difference between this and the XT4. It's like companies are in business, they make a camera, and then it's like, oh shit, we better make more and continue to make money. So they release their next product in the next year, but it's not the upgrade you're thinking. Their marketing department's hard at work trying to ruin your family, and they are successful most of the time. But like they feel pressure to release new stuff, just like I feel it every day with this bullshit video. You thought you were getting, oh, this is the next Camera Conspiracies video, can't wait. Oh, it's just this. He had no ideas for how to make a good video. He used to be funny, he used to put a lot of effort in. Where are the wigs? Was there a meeting about this? Oh, hey, Calvin, what you up to today? You want to go watch a Camera Conspiracies video? He just released one. Let's watch it on my phone. You still watch that guy? You know he's a shill. He's just a clickbaity shill. He just wants your attention. He has nothing to offer us. He has no video skills. Like, why are you still watching him? All right, let's give it a shot. That's the spirit. All right, let's see what he got. Still that same intro. Oh man, he just added a Fuji Dart. Be like me, my friend. And a Canon little mind control thing. Oh, my phone disappeared for a second. Oh, that's cool. Don't worry about that. It hovers. Oh, this is boring. Oh, man. Not only is he not funny or useful, I have a suspicion that his real motive for making YouTube videos about cameras is to get free cameras so he can sell them to the Japanese government so they can reverse engineer each part to make the super camera that he will then sell you at a markup, the likes of which you would not believe. You have no idea what you're talking about, Calvin. He is honest, integral with his word, has barely any acne that I can detect, in Astia profiles at least. He's honest and smart, smarter than us, that's for sure. No ego whatsoever. That's the fifth thing. Where's my phone? We're not learning a whole lot today, other than Zeiss flares are pretty distracting. Yeah, why would you show them now? I wanted an example. Thanks for making me look like a fool. As always, Zeiss. My message has always been from the beginning that it doesn't matter. Gear does not matter. I know I've taken a lot of hard lefts on this journey, but I started off with a Sony A7III and a Panasonic G85, and I was sitting there content. I flew to Thailand. I did my whole show out there. I built up this channel. Then I came back with the same gear, and then you guys think, oh, he's sold out now. He's bought all the good stuff. I was given all of this stuff. I am the luckiest man on earth. I had many people. Marcus Pix was the first one. He's like, you want a new camera? I was like, yep, I do. We got the Panasonic, yeah, GH5S. I was like, whoa, Leica 12mm. It's like 3D pop. Dare we dream it? I'm not spending money foolishly. How come I said money weird? My message is still the same. Like, stop upgrading your gear. Stop being a freak looking at shiny products and... What the hell was that? Like, you don't need it. And that's still my message. Just because I have all this new stuff, you would accept it too. Don't act like you wouldn't. It's like so exciting. I'm the type that's very stingy with my money. I don't spend it just frivolously. So when somebody offers, hey, do you want this full frame camera with all the lenses, like Flat Earth Santa, all those gifts from the Sony full frames to the Panasonics and the Olympus and Panasonic full frame. Like, he gave me so much, like $50,000 at least worth of gear, so much. And I've sold some of it. So like, I'm still in the green zone here. I'm very lucky. I have not spent 1 cent. And I know you hate me for it. I'm so sorry. Ian Corzine just gave us the Canon EOS R. I just got it. So I just bought some batteries, the EF adapter, and I'm debating what lens to buy with, like, not my money. It's a fun, exciting thing. I'm sorry you're not in that position. When you see me obsessing over gear, I do it. But I'm not losing money for it, thankfully, yet. The gifts will end one day, I get it. And then I'll have to spend my own money. I put money into this, but it's money I had from selling, say, the Sony A7 III. Boom, that's gone. I've traded it, basically. An upgrade, some might say. I doubt it. So thank you, everybody like Marcus Pix, Flatter Santa, Ian Corzine, the Fugginator. All these people who have donated cameras and lenses to the channel have allowed me to just review them and have fun. And yes, I have found that some of them were not up to my standards, and they have been sold for decent, fair prices. And now we're upgrading, and my message is still the same. You don't need a damn thing. I could do my whole show on the DJI Action 1. You'd barely see a difference in this shot, except, oh, some more noise. Like, the image would be more stable. I'd be in focus for sure. How's that been going, by the way? Skin tones. The biggest truth bomb of this whole thing is it's fun to shoot on cheap gear and have that as your message. Like, you spent all that money on this full frame setup, it's so heavy. I have a Panasonic J85 and it's better than what you have. And it's so funny to just laugh at that fool who's like addicted to gear. And it's like, what a loser. So I feel like my message is a bit mixed because I've been given all this stuff and I ain't gonna refuse it because it's fun to test. It's fun to test, but sometimes I sell things and I do want to whittle down to like a couple different things. I kind of like this camera. We'll see. If I see today's video was shaky in any way, it's getting sold. I've already tried to sell it. I found that digital stabe is why it was super shaky. That just makes things worse. So my plan for the rest of today, brought the 100 to 400. I'm gonna film some stuff. I'm gonna try 200 frames per second in here and then slow it a bit more in post because it's a 25p file. Stupidness. And see some new codecs, 10-bit 422, a little lower megabit per second rate. We might have the cinema in our hearts. I can't guarantee it. Is that a bike? It was. And now what I'm looking at is a lens for the Canon EOS R. So like, I have the body with no batteries, no nothing. I just bought that from Camera Canada. Thank you so much for the deal. And now I'm looking at what lens is really good for that. I want to test it out. The 24mm 1.8 RF lens, that's probably all you need. But I have this suspicion that one of the L lenses has 3D pop that I need. So I'm thinking 24mm 1.4 original, not the upgraded, better, superior one, because there's slight chances on a parody-based article that suggested the original L lenses had 3D pop. I've seen one in China. Those skin tones. So I'm thinking that lens, or the 35mm 1.4 definitely has the 3D pop. Or a Zeiss manual focus. They have 15mm, 18mm, 21mm, but it's so close to what I already have. That's my ideal, was to have different cameras with different lenses, and then you switch focal length based on your camera system. So like, Canon would be my 35mm, Fuji's my ultra wide, Sony's the telephoto. It could work. So my final message is, don't obsess over gear unless happy, generous, wealthy people contribute to your life. And then play around with their gifts of love. But if that's not you, then stop spending your wife's money. You could be buying her things, or improving your lives, getting a house for her if you don't have one. There's a lot of money here, apparently. That's a deal breaker on my part. So I'm gonna leave after you buy a Panasonic Pony of Hope t-shirt. I'd buy one. I did.